How's it going, everybody? My name is Robbie and welcome to a different sort of video that I honestly never really thought I would make, but I thought it would be interesting to bring to you guys. Today I'm going to be analyzing my short film, Sirens. The reason I wanted to make this is because with filmmaking, you know, it's not really just pointing the camera and shooting, although sometimes it can be like that and you can have fun with that. I've been studying a lot more about the craft of filmmaking and everything that comes into it, like lighting, audio, of course cinematography, editing and all of that. And so I guess I wanted to watch this film with you guys today and kind of go through my thought process on some of the moments, some of the shot choices, audio choices, editing choices, and everything like that, because I worked really hard on this and I want to kind of just break it down a little bit, and I thought it would also be kind of interesting. I guess without further ado, let's press play. Sirens. You got that very ambient police sirens in the background. All right, so right off the bat, I opened this film on a Dutch tilt. And ever since I was planning this film to make for a class, I was like, I really want to open on a Dutch tilt, because something about that shot is very interesting to me. So in cinematography, the Dutch tilt really kind of conveys a sense of unease to the audience, whether it's a character's mental state or whether it's just the camera trying to make the audience feel uncomfortable. It's always just sort of an awkward angle, and that's kind of the point. And so I wanted to open this film on a very uneasy note, like something is not right here. And if you've seen the film, you already know it is. So I guess let's just keep watching it. Acting at its finest, what can I say? Oh God. Bit of a match cut there, match edit. Right, so I got a couple comments from some of my fellow filmmakers and stuff about that specific cut to the fan that I did. I did that very deliberately. You may think that the fan isn't really that important, why did you cut to it? But the reason I did was to avoid a jump cut. If you noticed in the shot before this one, where it's kind of a wider shot and then I lay down, if I were to cut to that straight to this one, that would have been a jump cut. Or not really a actual jump cut, but it would have been a lot more displeasing to the eye. So you see in YouTube a lot that jump cuts are kind of like when the editors or the YouTubers will just kind of like cut in between points that they make. You've seen me do it a couple times. I'll show you an example right now. Boom. That was a jump cut. So it was just kind of like, whoa, okay, it cut to this. And so it would have been something similar if I hadn't had done that. And I just thought it was kind of a cleaner edit. And also on this shot here, this is funny. I have a behind the scenes-esque sort of video, which I'll show you now. But I had to move my bedside dresser kind of thing out of the way a little bit and then fit my tripod right there. And the camera was pointed right at my face so I can get this close-up look of me laying down. And this shot in particular I actually thought about specifically because the film Hereditary inspired me. After the very, very disturbing scene happens, if you've seen the film, you know what it is. But then that main character, I forgot his name, he comes home and lays down, and then there's just that terrifying shot of his eyes just open, and he's just laying there, not able to close his eyes. And so that shot really inspired me to do this sort of thing. All right, let's keep watching. Boom. I really wanted to use sound and color to kind of convey that now I am in this dream space, which is what's going on now. And so I really liked experimenting with black and white here. Shout out to my friend Sam for being an amazing actress in this film. Boom. All right, I really liked what I've done. I really liked what I did here with the editing and the sound. The big whooshes effect takes me to a different location, and I used the door slam to kind of lead into that whoosh and take me to a new location. I just had a lot of fun doing that, and I thought it was really interesting. And then when you see in this shot, I have kind of duplicated myself, and how I did this, sorry, I keep pausing the video, but there's so much to talk about. With this shot, what I had to do was shoot the shot first with me in the foreground, where I'm like, what's going on? And then I stopped recording. I didn't move the tripod at all. And then I went, kind of put a hat on to kind of, be like, oh, I'm a different character. It's me in the past. And then I did this whole action in here. And then in editing, I spliced the two shots together. And now it looks like the same thing because the tripod didn't move. I thought it was really interesting and wanted to kind of experiment with this. So I thought that was cool. I misspelled lit. It was supposed to be lot, but I just went with it. I kind of hit a cut there, but I did the exact same thing with that shot as the kitchen scene. Music ramps up and you're like, what's going on? I had to do Foley sound effects for the car starting and all that stuff because the camera didn't really pick it up. Cut back to present, back to dream. No sound cut out there. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. This scene where I'm shooting right now, where I'm actually looking and like texting while driving, I actually was very paranoid while shooting that because I was like, the whole point of this film is not doing that, and I'm literally doing it right here. Like, what am I doing? I'm being kind of a hypocrite. But it worked. We got the shot. I had Sam hold the camera, and I was like, all right, I need you to get an angle here, an angle back there. Perfect. And so we did it, and it worked out. Close up. This is when the lights come in. It starts building up. This we actually filmed while I wasn't driving. All right, yeah, it always kind of gets me when I see that part because whilst I had a lot of fun making this, it is about a serious subject matter, and so I had to find a couple different sound effects of like crashing cars, and like I found a glass breaking sound effect, and I kind of layered them all on top of each other to kind of convey that two cars crashed into each other. Yeah. This whole scene. See how it's zooming in on me as it's zooming in on Sam? And the sirens ramp up.
Why?
All right, we're gonna pause it right there on that shot. So I know it like just happened right before the boom, but anyway, I wanted to talk a little bit about how we got the shot with Sam in the dark room and all that stuff. So at our school, her and I are both a part of CTV, and so we have access to the studio. So one day we went there, and I was like, I have this cool shot idea. I want it to be in a dark room with you kind of spotlighted. And so we thought the studio would be the best place to do that. We went down there, we put her in front of the green screen, turned all the lights in the studio off. We did multiple shots of this, and I made sure to have the camera framed with just the green screen and her, and then I slowly just went in with a gimbal, and then I told her right at the end, when I get like about this distance from your face, I want you to say why. In editing, I of course made it all black and white. I made her kind of in a black background, and I tried to feather her off as best as I could. I hate working with green screen sometimes because you'll get so much like fuzziness around the subject's face and shoulders and stuff, and so I had to like condense it so much, but then it made her look like a cartoon cutout basically, and so I had to work with feathering and stuff. If you see the feathering around her, I actually thought that might actually add to the kind of dream-esque state that I'm in, and so I kind of left it in there, and it ended up working out pretty well. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. Again, acting, just me hyperventilating. That's like the majority of my acting sometimes is just Okay, so while we're on this shot real quick, if you've noticed on the shots of me laying down, crying, and all that sort of stuff, I have these police lights kind of shining on me. But I had I don't remember if it was my iPad or if it was my laptop, it was one of those. I turned the brightness all the way up and then found this cop light effect on YouTube, and I just had that on loop. And I turned the brightness all the way up, as I said, and it was just shining on my face, and that's how I created that effect. With the resources that I had, I think it worked out pretty well.
This just in, a young college student was found dead after a car crash just minutes ago. The driver of the other car fled the scene, but police believe the crash was caused due to intoxicated driving. The other driver may have been located, and police are on the scene now.
Boom. So what I was doing with that shot there, you know, I definitely am like in realization, I just killed someone, I can't believe this. The newscaster is supposed to being like, yo, this college student just died due to a DUI accident and stuff, and I used Sam's voice. I don't know, I felt like it would be interesting to have her voice be the reporter. I don't know, Easter egg, I guess. I don't really know about that, but hey, we made it work. And for that shot zooming in, I just had the camera down looking up at me, and then in editing I just slowly zoomed in, and then with the music I ended it with that big dong, and then got here, and there we are. So there it is. That's Sirens. I guess there's not too much to it, especially like this it's a 4-minute film. I mean, there was a lot of work that went into it. You know, I had to write this whole thing, and then I had a completely different idea for this film at first, but then I was like, wait, actually making it about drunk driving and stuff would actually be a very important message. And, you know, even though it's a very serious film, you know, I think getting that message across was really important, and that's kind of what I want to do when it comes to narrative filmmaking, is have some sort of a message behind it. And so there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed me analyzing my films. I do have some more projects coming very soon that I'm very excited to share with you guys. So yeah, again, if you guys like this, please do all that fun YouTube stuff, like, comment, and of course subscribe. It means a lot. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more stuff like this, you already know what to do. Let me know. I would love to do more analysis videos. I think this was super fun to film. And yes, so I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and thanks again for watching. See you guys in the next one.